friends, we're back with a special old violin. This thing was rescued, and by rescued I mean it was the worst thing that could happen to a violin. Somebody took sandpaper to the front and back of it, had it sanded down, what you're not supposed to do. It was an old through neck violin. It's just an old method of construction back in the 1800s. They've since converted to sort of the mortise neck style. But what we did with this poor violin that was abused and neglected was took it completely apart, converted that through neck to the modern day mortise, set the neck angle correctly. The top plate and bottom plate were regraduated, as well as a new bass bar. Has new bushings, new pegs, new strings, new literally everything, and revarnished since the old varnish was taken off and needed protection. So essentially this is like a classic car that has been made brand new. It's a classical violin from late 1800s that has just been completely modernized. So you have the old wood, you have the new methodologies, and we have Catherine here to let us hear how the mix of those two come together.
This instrument, I really love this instrument for its very sweet and flavorful sound that it has. There's just so much like buzzing and vibrance happening right next to my head as I'm playing this, and so it's just, even just playing the scales, it's just such a hearty feeling. And I feel the vibrations all through my neck and a little bit into my chest, and so it's just very, very pleasant and enjoyable to just play even for myself. Besides from our little glitch in there, overall this instrument has like this mysterious quality to it. I know I'm kind of speaking broadly, but it just has this mysteriously beautiful sound. And I think part of that, and this is just my opinion, but I think that really has to do with the age of the wood and how, you know, it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of history to this wood and it's been played, you know, over the years. And it just has this like really beautiful broken in sound to where it's like the instrument is just really, really singing. Really beautiful. I really, you know, I want to stress that it has the most beautiful buzzy resonance right next to your head. It is just such a treat to play. Now into the technical stuff. As I was playing up on the G string, really consistent tone. There was no change whatsoever. The tone was extremely consistent. We didn't lose any sound. It didn't turn warbly. There's no wolf tone. Just really sings out up on that G string. It's beautiful, really stunning sound. One of the ways that I really like qualify an instrument, or I really judge an instrument. Judge is kind of a harsh term, but it's the best one I can use for right now. That I judge an instrument is how well the G string sounds. When I was choosing my instrument for, you know, my classical playing, I was like, okay, how does the G string sound? Like it's so important because a lot of pieces really involve that, and I don't want to have to work in order to have it make a good sound. I like being rewarded for my effort, not to have to force my instrument to do something. And this instrument is incredibly rewarding for having that beautiful growly G string sound. Oh my gosh, really melts my heart just hearing that. It's beautiful, just very deep, warm, and rich. Has that molasses kind of flavor. I probably would need to use a different rosin. The instrument has good articulation. I think I just might need a stickier rosin. So don't ever judge an instrument by its lack of articulation. Always check with the rosins first. Because some rosins are less sticky, some rosins are more sticky. It also has to collaborate with the horsehair. So always experiment with your rosin. Never stop experimenting with rosin. But overall, it has a crisp sound, and it'll just sound even crispier with a stickier rosin. It's amazing. Beautiful double stop sound too out of this instrument. It just really like sings out. With the double stops, it just has this gorgeous singing tone, and it's very easy to play double stops on here. I had no issues with it. It's very, very smooth and easy. The action is pretty low, so I'm not fighting for my life, trying to get the strings to push down and to play two strings at the same time. The action is at a very, very good height. So good job to John for adjusting that height. It's literally at the perfect height. Beautiful tone. It just has this beautiful, warm, honey sound to it. It's so beautiful. With a little hint of spice, of course. A little bit of, tiny bit of brightness, just enough to give it a different flavor that you can draw out of the instrument. Now, with this bow, this is the bow that I found brings out both the bright and the warm. There's a bow here. It is this one. there's a bow here where this one really brings out purely only the warm sounds of this instrument, which is very, very beautiful. And if that's what you're looking for, then that is the pairing you want. Pure sugar, pure warmth. This bow really draws out just the warm tones, which is very, very, very beautiful. I paired this bow because it can draw out the bright and it can draw out the warmth, which is, oh, this is a video not about the bow, but it's important to also select the right bow with your instrument as well. Rhythm-wise, that wasn't entirely correct, but I love how the tone was completely consistent all the way from the lowest note all the way up to the highest note. It has just completely even tone all the way up and down the instrument, which is amazing. Really, really speaks to the build of this instrument. And I always play that tune, well, I shouldn't call it a tune. I always play that excerpt whenever I feel that an instrument has the, has the range of professional playing. And it really handled that excerpt very well. Again, there was just no decline in the sound at all. It was just all there and all really, really consistent. Whether you are, an intermediate player wanting to level up to an advanced, or you're already advanced and you're wanting to level up your instrument to match what you're playing, or you want a forever instrument to take with you on your professional journey or your advanced journey or your fiddle journey. Ooh, I should play a fiddle tune. But whether you're in any of those categories, this instrument would be so perfect for you. I wasn't even playing the full capabilities of the instrument. I feel like there's even more that can be explored out of this instrument. And so if you're wanting an instrument to take you, to just keep journeying with you and to keep growing with you and to keep, advancing with you as you improve on your own instrument, this is a perfect instrument. It is beautiful. It is warm. It can be bright if you want it to be. It has this, beautiful, mysterious sound to it that just really, it draws me in even as I'm playing it. Or as the youngsters say, get lost in the sauce. And so it just has this just really, really stunning sound. But I do want to play one fiddle tune for you, because I also think that if you're a fiddle player and you're wanting to sound really, really, really good in your fiddle playing, and you want a very powerful instrument to perform fiddle music on, I think this is your instrument. Oh my gosh, those double stops. Anyways, I don't need words. I shall leave it at that.
Wow, did you hear that richness in that last bow you had? I felt it in my teeth.
I felt that like right here in my stomach. Whew. Oh my gosh.
That is so fun. Another nerd out fact on this one was it was a short neck, and for those history buffs, know that when the violins were created, they were made more of a parlor style and weren't made to reach the back of the huge auditorium. So the neck was actually 125 millimeters, which this exactly was that. So it was an old, a testament to its age, an old short neck violin. So when converting it from the through neck to the mortise style modern neck, it was also reset to the 130 millimeters. So we're getting to hear the classical potential that wasn't there with the shorter necked instrument. So this is just truly a modern marvel in an old shell. So I love it that this poor, neglected, and abused violin is now ready to perform for another 100 or 200 years. So thanks for listening, friends. Catherine, bravo, hats off to you. Like, I can't even tell you how awesome this front row concert is. So I hope you enjoyed Online Friends. Please feel free to let us know what you think and play on.